was asked, what punishments did the serpent tribes have in place for their own people, being that the serpents were peaceful? It would be interesting to know what they did when someone in their tribe misbehaved, or was punishment completely unnecessary? In ancient times, when we lived in tribal communities, it was mostly a very peaceful time. Everyone had what they needed, because we all worked together to make sure we always had enough of everything, and everyone contributed something. Some would do most of the hunting, others the gathering of berries and mushrooms, etc. Others would collect firewood, and some would make tools, jewelry, clothes, herbal remedies, glue and paint. Others would create art and decorate our homes. Some would arrange ceremonies, and some would babysit the children. Everyone worked together for the good of everyone. Even those who were too elderly or disabled had their place teaching youngsters skills and crafts, telling stories, or simply watching the children while others worked. No one felt left out. No one felt like they were a burden. Everyone felt useful, wanted, and respected. However, even in the most peaceful and balanced of tribes, misunderstandings and arguments can occur. One of the biggest problems occurred when the first males started to be born, and they had urges that they found hard to control, which led to problems for the women who didn't want their amorous advances. Whatever the mistake the person made would depend on the severity of the punishment. If the mistake was deemed not too bad, they would get banished or isolated from the rest of the tribe for a certain amount of time, leaving them alone to think about what they had done, in the hope that they would be so relieved to return to the tribe that they would never want to repeat whatever mistake they had made. If a mistake was repeated and considered severe, the person risked complete banishment from the tribe and was told never to return. Alone, the person would likely not last very long. But sometimes one of the tribe elders would secretly meet with the banished one and give them food and other supplies. The rest of the tribe wasn't told about this, so they would be less likely to make such terrible mistakes themselves. Not to scare them, but to make them realize that their actions would result in a terrible fate. The banished person would never return. If they were lucky, another tribe might take them in, if they could prove themselves useful. But it was a very rare occurrence. They didn't want to invite trouble into their own tribe. Most disagreements were dealt with by sitting down and discussing them while a group of elders observed. And if they couldn't come to an agreement between themselves, the elders would make a decision, and that decision was final. All in all, when you live in a harmonious tribal community where you have all worked hard to ensure you have enough of everything and have made good stores for the winter, you are free to just enjoy life. You don't lust after things that are not important like people do in the modern world. In our families in modern times, we like to sort things out amongst ourselves without involving outsiders.